CSC, very original. Cal was our captain and organized it.
So my main role on the team was the captain, the organizer,
fearless captain,
most abusive teammates,
and most crucially sending out the emails letting everyone know that we had a game that night.
You hit me in the head with the volleyball.
I think I did punch you in the kidney at one point.
Oh, right, that was it.
Unintentionally. I was going for the ball.
Cal, he was the one that got everybody there. I don't think without those emails anyone would remember to show up.
And then there was me, Kat Coughlin.
So I would say my role on the team would have been kind of one of the servers.
Our favorite nickname for her when she served was Crazy Arm, as she would underhand serve, but would throw the ball and almost like side punch it.
It did look a little bit like she was playing baseball.
You never knew where it was going to go.
Most of the time, she was kind of successful.
I think it was a really good strategy because she got a lot of power as it went over the net, and it kind of threw all the other players off on the other team.
Angelique, Brendan.
I guess I like to think of myself as the team cheerleader, the ever optimist.
I would keep it interesting. So when I would start to play really well, I guess I got super excited and couldn't focus, and then I tripped up.
Whenever it was tough, I like to think that I brought everybody's hopes up, and I think that really helped us out in the season.
My performance wasn't super consistent, but I guess you could think I was like a wild card, so you wouldn't know how I was going to play until I actually did it, and which doesn't sound that it was like a great thing.
Sometimes other people, well, Ben was on our team.
I would say Ben was our best player.
I would say our best team member was Ben. He showed up to almost all the games. He was very positive. He had great volleyball skills.
Well, I mean, like, we got it over the net, but he had a certain finesse when he hit it over the net. You know, like, he could actually hit it in a certain direction. You know, like, he could aim it into kind of the open spaces on the other side of the sand.
He brought the spice to the team.
He was always committed to making sure that we had the best play possible. He was always diving for the ball, and he always was in good spirits.
My best skill on the court, it usually was just diving somewhere and hitting the ball not over the net.
I dove a lot, but I never really made it. I just dove into the sand and I never hit the ball.
There was always, I think, someone on the court, like flat on the court at some point.
Yeah.
I remember the first game, Kat showed some real dedication. She received a serve with her face, and at that moment I knew that our team was going to be dedicated for a really successful season. I think the second match was when we really found out that we were a solid first set team. I think that game we almost shut out the opponent.
Yeah, just overall, we really came together as a team. And Ben showed up, wasn't until a few games in, because he was busy doing something else. Man, he was just a rock solid player. Like, he was diving this way and that way, and he
really got it over the net too.
Yeah,
he didn't just hit the ball.
He really put it all out on the court. He was just extraordinary out there. It was really something to watch him play.
Height. Some literal height, because we were all like under 5'9".
We thought that we would play better if we had taller, or just people who could hit it over the net.
The single flaw of our team was we didn't have anyone over 6 foot, unless you're over 6 foot.
I don't even know if we're like 5'10". How tall are you guys?
5'11".
Oh, you're 5'11".
I mean, that's like about the tallest that maybe anyone was on our team. But so Cal contacted Joe, and Joe came to play with us.
So in the fourth game, we got some reinforcements for our team.
We did.
We got Joe, who is very tall and could cover about 3/4 of the.
How tall
the
is
court.
Joe? Maybe like 6'4", 6'5"?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like
He's
that.
giant.
Played like he was 7'2".
Yeah.
Played like he was 7'2".
Victoria, who was just like an unknown ringer that just came in.
Right. Well, she showed up. She had a volleyball jersey when she showed up. So we knew she was the real deal and that she had volleyball experience, which was something that our team lacked, honestly. Yeah, she set us up in a new formation, the triangle formation, which was something that we weren't used to, but we realized that it was actually a lot more efficient to play that way.
We adapted.
We did adapt.
So, did you win?
Oh no, we lost that game.
So, there have been some allegations about your team bringing in outside members. How would you respond to that?
No comment.
No comment.
Well, we did.
I was gonna say they're true.
We did bring in Joe, but he only came to one game. So it was like, and we we still did about the same as we always do.
So it was coming to the end of the season, and we knew we needed to make a pretty strong performance for the last game in order to make it to playoffs. I just remember that was a tough game.
Yeah, just coming off that hard, tough loss for game number 4. We had our new players, but we were optimistic going to the 5th game that we'd be able to turn it around.
Yeah.
And kind of build off that going into the playoffs if we could get there.
It was a crazy game. It was back and forth, and it really came down to the wire.
So, good sportsmanship.
I would say having good sportsmanship is just staying positive but not cocky. Don't get, overly emotional if you're personally not playing well or if the team's not playing well.
Showing up to the game.
Don't be mean to anyone on your team or the other teams.
Yeah, no physical altercations.
Yeah, except when you hit me.
That was accidental.
If you win a game and the other team lost really badly, you kind of like rub it in their face, like, oh yeah, we did way better than you. That's like horrible sportsmanship. So the opposite of that would be like amazing sportsmanship.
Moderate amounts of swearing.
Mostly directed at yourself and your own
Right,
team.
right.
You can't swear at the other team if you want good sportsmanship. So the playoff games were just like all of our other ones, but even closer and more, I don't know, what's the word?
Intense?
Yeah, intense, definitely.
It was a really fast-paced, aggressive game.
Yeah, the playoff game was good though. I think we had a lot of energy.
I think we were really close.
I think it was really close.
Yeah.
So we had won one of the games, the first one. Then we played a second game, lost.
We lost it.
Third game, that's the one you need to win.
Then the third set, we got to the end and it was within 2, so it was going back and forth, who's going to get up by 2 and actually win the game.
Right,
and
right.
move on to the next round.
Yeah, because the thing in the finals is you have to win your last match by 2 points.
And at one point, there's a little bit of confusion about the score, but we ended up losing.
Yeah, I wasn't confused about the final score.
Yeah, it was just
What
some
the final
people.
score should have been.
We thought we were winning by 2. The other team was like, no, that was only 1. And we were like, no. Kind of went back and forth. We were just like, okay, whatever, fine. We were only up by 1 then. And then the other team won. I'm pretty pissed about that.